Welcome. You're listening to Journey from the Sun to the Rain, Finding Light Through Storytelling. The stories and discussion points that you are about to hear were written by a group of young male refugees and asylum seekers based in the South Tyneside area. The pieces were generated through a series of creative writing and storytelling workshops facilitated in collaboration with Compact for Race Equality South Tyneside and the Customs House South Shields. We hope you enjoy the journey. My name is Midge Ryall.
My name is Barakat.
Musa.
Shamanil.
Sunday.
Mubratum.
Temaskan.
It's after a full day, half day in the nursery, is it? She was in the nursery today? No. So that's what it is.
Nobody perfect. We make mistakes. We say wrong things. We do wrong things. We fail. We get up. We learn. We grow. We move on. We live.
Every time I see a candle, some dark memories pop in my head. 28 years ago, my home country has seen the worst of mankind. One tribe decided to exterminate the other, which led to a brutal genocide. To commemorate it, everywhere in the world, Rwandans gather and light candles to symbolize hope and to show solidarity. Today, the two tribes live side by side, acknowledging the very first thing that should matter is that they're all Rwandans. People who were once sworn enemies are now friends and some in romantic relationships. And it amazes me to see such couples sitting on the table facing each other with a candle lit between them. So fascinating how such a rather insignificant object such as a candle can mean so much.
The sun glows in darkness. The sun makes my day bright. Oh, what a joy the sun brings.
Eritrea, I like rain because rain is beautiful, gift of God. Rain, I like. My mother, to small village, and farmer. I think my mother in time rain because my mother and father farmer. I like rain. Rain is important in my life. I sit my window and watch.
I'm happy when the morning started because it is a new day to start fresh and eat my breakfast. Then I go outside to see the beauty of the world with my friends. Start walking in the beach, enjoying the happiness of the day with the beautiful music in my ears.
My name is Mubratum. I come from Eritrea. I am in Shawshil. I am two months in London and 2 months in Fulston and 5 months in Shawshil.
In 1990, my parents gave birth to me, but unfortunately today they can't tell me when exactly I was born, meaning that I only know that I was born around the time of Christmas of 1990. This has made me hate the idea of birthdays. Every time I see people celebrating their birthdays, I don't know whether I'm jealous or just don't understand why people do it. Also, it makes me feel alienated from the society, as it is widely a common thing people do. I grew up listening to music so much, and I happened to discover this singer called Jordan Sparks when I learned that her birthday was on the 22nd of December. Given it coincided with the fact that I was born around that time, I figured I might as well choose the 22nd of December as my birth date.
The spring sunshine gives me hope for longer days.
Okay, that reminded me of my childhood days when we used to have a storytelling session, especially towards evening when the moon is already appearing in the sky. And before the story sessions, children will come out, they will be dancing to particular music, drums being beaten, then the gong bell being moved, some will shake it, some tie it around their waist, trying to make rhythm out of it. And it's so interesting. It really reminded me of a lot of things about my childhood. I love music. It inspires me to be creative in my thinking. I do music with different styles of instruments, especially with the gong bell.
I prefer the entertainment form of storytelling because of many reasons. One of the many reasons is sometimes I would identify myself through that story, and maybe I could see that, and I use my fantasies, my thoughts, just to create my own. So especially fiction movies, things that an ordinary person can't do. I would just think of myself doing that, or being a unique creature. So that helps me with my mental health in some way, because I like to take hours. Sometimes I would take hours just in my own universe where I would be just seeing things, creating things in my head. Yeah, so when I'm going through that, it's one of the best feelings that I can ever have. Marvel movies, especially. Yes, of course, these are fiction movies. These are things that are impossible to happen. But I suppose when I look around, I see things happening across the globe. I feel like if we only had like a person with that kind of power, and they'll use that to just ease problem that's happening at the moment. So for me, I would just think of myself as a Marvel character and go to a certain country where I know there is violence going on. I'll imagine myself being that character and going there, sorting things out and making sure the violence stops.
I live in Tyneside. I come to here with Sham Temasgen, Major Tess Vratu, all work together. I see metro, and I sometimes train. And for the church pets, my language is Tigrinya. Tigrinya language is first language for Eritrea. I listen music slowly and sometimes loud. I'm listening like Akon, Michael Jackson, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because what we see in the news and documentaries and all of that, it's storytelling, is by nature. So if you are, you've got bad intentions, you can use that. You can use storytelling just to achieve your evil goals. So I think, you can have that negative impact as well, based on whoever is using it.
Believe in the magic just hold in your heart.
We have reached the end of this journey. Thank you for accompanying us. If you would like to read the transcript or learn more about this project, please visit customshouse.co.uk/From the Sun to the Rain. And finally, we would like to thank the Garfield Western Fund and COVID Community Champions Fund for supporting this project.